Welcome back to another video, and in today's video guys, I'm going to be showing you a brand new feature that I've been working on for the past few days. And if you can already see by the title, this is actually going to be showing off the brand new radar system that I am working on, and I cannot wait to show you guys this. Is a really cool feature, and I hope you do enjoy the video. So let me go and get started. So first of all, I do want to talk about something real quick, and that is with the weather radar block. So as you know, the radar block uses scripts to actually run. And for mobile players, it can get very laggy, like really fast. Especially since it's running in the background and it's constantly updating every single like 20 ticks or whatever. It's like an actual in real life second. So that's pretty much how it works, and it can cause a lot of issues, and it's really bad for mobile players. I've seen people lag a lot on mobile. So what I'm going to be doing is, instead of it being like this, where you can have it on real-time tracking and everything, and it has this GUI or whatever, which I am still going to keep all this stuff. I'm still keeping all this stuff. But my idea is I'm going to make the radar block actually use a similar system to this new radar system I'm working on, which I am going to show you right now. So let me go and show you this new radar system and also explain to you how it works. So basically, as you can see, if I just go to my second slot, it is actually an invisible item. It isn't really finished yet, so there are still a lot of things that are missing. So for starters, as you can see, there's no item texture, so I do need to add one. And also, as you can see, the icons are just floating in the center there. And that is because there's no actual model yet for the radar. Now, there is a model, but it doesn't actually have the right model that I want for the final version to have. So it's actually going to be a tablet that's going to be on the left side of your screen. And you're going to be able to move it around and stuff, and it's going to be pretty cool. That'll be a part 2 video, more than likely. But yeah, anyways, moving on though from all this. So let me go ahead and show you how this works though. So you can actually put it in your offhand, so I'm going to put it there just so I don't have to hold it constantly. And as you can see, I don't have to hold it now. But yeah, anyways, if I go ahead and go over here, what I can do is actually spawn in the tornado, and I am going to be able to actually see it move across my screen. Now, let me go ahead and turn down my in-game volume though, because it is going to get pretty loud, so here we go. Let me just go ahead and spawn in EF1. Let me go and just do it, like, I don't know, 45 blocks away. So as you can see, so far nothing's happening, but what you have to do is just wait for the funnel to actually come from the sky, and then it will show up. So, as you can see, nothing's happening still. I have to get a little bit closer, and there we go. As you can see, it is now properly moving across my screen. So yeah, it is a little bit buggy still. You have to get kind of close to the tornado for it to start showing on the radar, which is kind of a bummer. I don't want it to be like that. I want to figure out how I can fix that. But for now, that is how it works. So you do have to get a little bit closer to it in order for it to actually show up, which does suck. But I do plan, hopefully to fix it. But yeah, anyways, this is pretty much how it works, and as you can see, we can go pretty far away. So as you can see, I'm gonna go this way, and if I just go into 5, as you can see, oh wait, you can't see it moving, there we go. Okay, as you can see, it's no longer moving. So the reason why is because it does have a limit. The maximum range is 300 blocks, so if it moves by itself, just out of the distance, as you can see, it is no longer gonna move. So yeah, you are capped to 300 blocks, and you can't go beyond that. And it is just because that's how the actual radar works, like the actual block version. So I want it to be kind of similar. But yeah, anyways, as you can see, I can get close enough to it again, and yeah. And it works pretty well, I'd say. It's a pretty good system. There are still a little bit of issues, like as you saw with the spawning of it. Like, you had to get pretty close to it in order for it to actually register. But it's not really the biggest, you know, like, it's not too much of a big deal, I guess. But as you can see, here we go. And yeah, that's pretty much how the radar works, the new system. And yeah, anyways, let me explain to you how the actual system works. So the way it works is it's spawning in a separate entity. It's not actually the tornado itself. So it's spawning a separate entity, and as soon as it spawns, it is TPing 150 blocks above the tornado, just so it doesn't actually interfere with anyone's structures or anything, or so it doesn't like damage them, because it is actually using the runtime identifier of the Ender Dragon. That's actually the reason why you can see the icons go out so far. If I didn't add that, you'd only be able to see it for 60 blocks away, which wouldn't really be cool at all. So that is actually why I did that. And due to it using it, it would actually make it to where it would damage any mob that got within the range of it. So I needed it to be above the tornado so the player wouldn't actually be able to reach it. And also, it's just because it can break blocks, and it wouldn't really look as good if it could literally destroy the terrain. So yeah, that's pretty much why I did that. And yeah, it does actually seem to be working quite well. And yeah, you can get, you know, pretty far away from it, doesn't matter. And it's a really cool system. Now, if I do kill ID right here, as you can see, the icon's still moving. Now, the reason why is because the actual entity doesn't go away whenever you do /kill ID. It doesn't actually work like that. So the way you have to do this is you have to actually give it this tag called despawn. And once you do, it is no longer moving. Now, there is a little bit of an issue though where the icons don't go back in place, but that's a pretty easy fix that I can do, and it won't take long to do at all. But yeah, as you can see, it's still right there. And yeah, if I leave the world though and I go back in, it will actually go back to its normal position. So yeah, it does work pretty well. As you can see, it goes back. And I can actually have multiple of the same tornadoes at once. So there is a cap though. I didn't mean to say multiple. There is a cap of tornadoes you can have for the icons. There's only 3. So just like the actual in-game system, there's only 3 tornadoes per world, so there's only 3 icons on the screen at once. So yeah, that's pretty much how it works. And as you can see, we have EF1 there, we have an EF1 there, and the third one should be appearing soon, hopefully. Right here. Okay, there should be 3. Let me go farther away. Okay, no. Oh, it bugged out. Oh, wait, it bugged out. Oh, that's not good. One of them glitched. Well, that's not good. Okay, I'm gonna do kill ID, because apparently it glitched out. So yeah, there are still a few issues that I do have to solve. It's not a perfect system, to be honest. It's like, it's a decent system, but it's not perfect. So there are definitely a few issues when it comes to tracking. However, let me go ahead and spawn an EF0 now. So you saw the EF1s, now let me go ahead and show you the EF0s. So let me go ahead and just spawn the EF0 out there, and if you just wait a second, you are going to be able to see the icon. So here we go. Okay, there we go. There's the icon, and as you can see, we can move farther away, and there is the EF0. So yeah, it does work pretty well with the EF0 as well. All the tornadoes pretty much work. Actually, no, not all of them. Only the EF0 and EF1 currently have the system working, but I do have everything prepared for all the other ones. So yeah, as you can see, we can move away from it and it will track it. Now, there is something that you should know though. If I actually rotate my camera, it won't actually update the position. It will just be based on like the actual position itself, so it won't actually be based on rotation or anything. So yeah, you will have to know where you're going and everything, but yeah, as you can see, you can go away from it, and there it goes. It's moving away from us. So yeah, overall, it works pretty well, but there are still a lot of issues that I have with it that will eventually get resolved. But yeah, anyways, there's one last thing I want to show you right quick, and that is you can actually spawn these in yourself. So if I go ahead and go right here, I can just do the command set up, and as you can see, we have EF0, EF1, EF2, EF3, EF4. So far, the EF3 and EF4 don't work, but the EF2 does. So I can actually do EF2 right here, and if I wait a few seconds, it will actually, there we go, as you can see, and now we have EF2, and it will move across our screen. So yeah, works relatively well, as you can see, with the EF2, and but yeah, the system works quite well actually, and yeah, I can't wait to add all the other tornadoes and stuff, and I'll make a full video. I'll make a video on the full, test with every different storm type and everything. But yeah, as you can see, we can go far away, and you can see the F2 still there. And once we hit a certain range, it's going to stop moving. And yeah, if I just keep going, there we go. As you can see, I have reached the limit. So yeah, that's pretty much how this system works. But yeah, anyways, it's pretty much all for the video. I don't really have anything else to show you, so hopefully you did enjoy it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.